Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Next Day Survival, episode 11 for our series here. Last time we left off, we had completed all of the starter quests for the most part, or the looter quests that is, and we were ending off going to hopefully do some of the new quests. Now what I've done here is I've gone ahead and accepted the quest back at the neutral base, the one that has you come and kill the civilians here, and I ran all the way to the area so we could start the episode off with a little bit of action, and that's going to be me hopefully fighting off and killing these civilians that are over here in front of me. Now, real quickly before I do anything crazy, I might as well eat and drink. I just noticed that. I would have done it before I started recording, but that's okay because we can go over our plan of attack a little bit. So what's going to happen up here? Well, I know that there's 3 of them, and I've got to take all 3 of them out. Now, the AI is a little bit tricky at times, and that's generally simply because of the fact that the AI usually knows at all times where you are, even if you don't know where they are. So they're able to shoot through like things like bushes and buildings and whatnot to kind of get to you. That could be a problem for us that we're going to have to combat. There's also a wolf right there, so actually coming this way, not always the best way to do it. But there's really no good way to approach this area without tipping off the wolf or the NPCs down here. I could potentially shoot that wolf and just take him out. That's probably the best way to do it because I've already kind of done this mission twice now. One time, well actually 3 times really. One time I did it with a group of people during the stream, and then I've done it twice by myself and died both times. One time to the wolf and one time to the NPCs. This was back when I was a little bit newer at the game. I'll probably just come down here and shoot this wolf and take him out if I can. The NPCs surprisingly won't actually react to you shooting until you like directly hit them with the bullet. So I can essentially come down here, kill this wolf so he's not a problem for me because I don't want him attacking me while I'm in the middle of the firefight. Once the wolf's down, I can then focus on the NPCs. That's if I can even find the wolf. I know he walked around here somewheres. I've actually got a macro off, and I can use that to shoot him and take him down, so I'm not wasting any of my AKM rounds. My 7.62, which I should probably save as much as I can. With that being said, I have no idea where that wolf went. But I've really got to find him before I do this, because he will prove to be a thorn right in my ass if I did not take him out now. Because I almost had this place cleared out at one point, and that wolf came right up behind me and killed me. Simply because he just caught me so off guard, and then I was trying to like dodge bullets as I was trying to take the wolf out, but I couldn't freaking get the damn wolf down. Okay, let's move this way real quick. We'll find him. Oh, right there he is. Yep, right there he is. There, now we don't have to worry about it. It won't be an issue. We'll reload our Makarov, so we've got a sidearm. We're going to go in here. I find that doing this quest, this is the best way to kind of come in. You've got a lot more cover. If you come in from the standard direction, which is the direction you would be heading after grabbing the quest, you come into an open field, which is not a very good way to do it. Now, we're going to hope we can take this guy off right out the bat. It's not always a guarantee, but okay, so he's down. We are already bleeding. Luckily for me, I've gone ahead and brought a couple bandages and whatnot. Now you can see that they are firing through the bushes and vehicles at us. They don't really know where we are, and we don't know where they are. At least not till those red arrows come up. Now here comes the second guy. We could probably take him out. He'll usually shoot at us till he runs out of ammo. When he goes to reload, that's when we'll take him. So we'll pop up here, hide behind the window. Oh, he did run back. Okay, so not always. Gonna follow the rules, I guess. Make sure we've definitely got a fresh batch of rounds. Here they go. See, they're just shooting right through. They don't even know where we are. We know they're right here, though. We can see that. If I can get a few rounds off right through these bushes, I'm okay with that. I just want to make sure every round counts through the bushes. Here he comes. He's coming up a little bit. Ooh, whoa. This vehicle is actually really good cover. It's one of the best spots. As long as you take the wolf out before you do this. He will come up behind you and catch you off guard. Now, okay, he's popping up and down, so he's using something as cover. Ooh, that was a close one. I'm swaying so much I can't. Yeah, I got a shot right there off. Okay, here he comes. Okay, so one more down there. We've just got one more to take out, and we'll be good. Obviously, I don't know 100%. Somebody's sending me a group invite. Probably another looter. I could check real quick. He's a traitor. I'm not even going to risk that at all. Now he's trying to talk to me in chat. I'm in the middle of a firefight. Hopefully he doesn't hear these shots and come this way because he's a traitor, so... Damn it, I can't really get it. I'm swaying too much. I can't get a good shot. I could probably just push on him. He's one player, but you know what? That's usually when you got to be careful. I don't even know where he is now. He moved. He moved in an awkward... Okay, right there he is. He's moving back. Yep, see? Here he comes. He's going to come right up. Good. We're going to wait for him. He's going to come right to the same spot. Oh! Yikes, he really got me there. Okay, we got him, we got him. Okay, before we move up, do a quick reload, check our health, make sure we're all good to go. We don't want to run right up on there and we don't know what's going on, right? So we'll just go use a med kit right off the bat. Last thing I want to do is move up and find out there's one more, because if I do that, and they start shooting at me and I'm not fully ready for it, we're going to be in trouble. We can go ahead, probably look at the quest tab just to see if it does consider it completed. It looks like talking to a guy it does. Other than that, I'm not sure if that actually works and tells me if I've killed all of them. So we are going to approach with caution. I'm pretty sure it's just 3 of them. But you always want to treat every situation as if there could be more. Looks like we might be pretty good. We can go ahead and do some looting. These guys might have some good weapons and such that are worth taking. I want to take as much as I can, but if we end up going overweight, then we won't worry about it. Obviously, I did bring I have a camouflage backpack on so that I could take advantage of maybe gathering up some of these guys' gear. That was sort of the plan anyways. So yeah. I actually don't have this on, so I could put one of these on. Other than that, these guys really don't have all that much, so I'll just grab what other little gear I can. And we'll head to the looter place so we can turn this quest in and be done with it. I'll just leave the rest of the stuff. Now we do know that traitor's in this server and he is trying to get in contact with me. Who knows, maybe he watches my videos. I've already had that happen once earlier when I was just playing by myself. Grabbing the quest up and moving around and stuff. I had a guy who recognized me join the server and he said hello. Because he watches the video, so he'll probably watch this one. He'll probably comment down below. If you do see this video, man, definitely let me know so I know what your YouTube handle is. And I can say hello back. But yeah, we figure we'll come in here real quick. MP33. I do believe in a recent update they somewhat messed with the loot charts a little bit. Totally just saying that out of speculation, but out of the little bit of playing I've done by myself, I'm noticing I'm finding some different types of loot that I wasn't finding as often before. I'll just take everything else with me then. Let's go. I do always pick up any gun I find, regardless of how good it is, because I can always trade it. I would trade it out for a better gun if I was to find one on the ground, but... Okay, like I said, we know this traitor's around here, we just don't know where. He knows I'm a looter, so if he really wanted to come kill me... Oh, nope, he left. Okay, so he was trying to get my attention, I didn't give it to him, and he left. Yeah, I wouldn't mind picking that up. I could drop that, really, I don't need it. And I think that's where we're going to turn the quest in, yeah. So we'll be able to turn this quest in, and then we can take a look at some of the other quests that are offered to us. And those would be the 6 new quests that were introduced with one of the more recent updates. 6 new looter quests. Because originally that quest I just did, the one you guys just watched, that was the quest that pretty much ended the looter quest chain originally. If you wanted to continue questing, you generally picked civilians. If you wanted to go and do more PvP, you picked looters. But a lot of people didn't like that. They felt that the looters should have some more quests, which eventually there's going to be a lot more quests for both factions, but people just wanted more looter quests to begin with, so that was one of the first ones they added. Alright, so we're safe at last, at least mostly safe. 2 players there. Maybe they'll come over and threaten me or something like I seem to always get when I come here. Alright, let's definitely drop some of this stuff off before I get like grenaded or something. Not that that really happens anymore, because you can get punished for that. You can't really grenade somebody without turning traitor now. Alright, yeah, we'll drop the shotgun off. I'll keep the camouflage backpack. I've already got another one in here. I think I've got the camo. I got part of the ghillie suit. Yeah, I've got the brown one. If anything, maybe I'd swap out the brown for or something. What the heck is that? Sound like a bear. I'll just keep the camo on me. I'll keep the ammo on me. I don't need both of those, so I could throw one in there. Don't have a whole lot of 7.62, so what about medical supplies? I got 1 gauze. I could grab a sterile cotton. If we're going to do some more questing, I should grab some of this stuff. I'll take some vitamins. Other than that, I wish I had more med kits. I really need to... Oh, I've got 2 on me right now, right? So, oh, a pair of gloves. We'll grab a pair of gloves. Just so we've got them. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get the next quest. We'll turn this one in now. See what we've got. Alright, so I heard you gave the civilians what they were asking for. You're a strong man. We've got no one we can trust with important quests. Call me cockeyed. I'm in charge here. Come on, I'll give you a gun. And you can also take our rags. You deserve it. Have a smoke, look around, and then come back. I'll have a quest for you. Nice. I like the ASVL. It's a pretty cool weapon. The black leather jacket's not too bad to have around either. Yeah, I like the ASVL a lot. I'm going to go just throw it inside here for now. I'll stick with my AKM. My trusted AKM, a little bit more popular of a weapon around here. This one, not as popular, so not really looking to lose it if I can help it. We'll throw those in there. As for the leather jacket, we'll just sell it. I don't think I'm ever really going to use it. And actually, you know what? I might buy a box of that so I can have it on me. But let's go ahead and grab that new quest and see what we're up against. Also, those are 2 looters, so just 2 looters and a neutral. And we don't got anybody then really to worry about right now. Put that away. So, I need smart guys for this job, not these jerks who are only good for skulking around empty huts. Do you know where Berizki is? We trailed 2 civilians who were hanging out by the copter. They're still there. It isn't far. If you take care of them, I'll pay you. No, not for those idiots' heads or for whatever you find in their pockets. I get the feeling they were looking for something and they found it. Do it. I'll check what you can do. So we get 1,300. We'll accept it. So 2 civilians we got to take out by a copter, which is how far away? Pretty far. It's going to be quite the run for us. So quests do require you to travel a little bit, which is good because it helps force you into other portions of the map, which I think is always fantastic. We'll stop by the well right here. We'll get something to drink on the way there. And if I had water bottles, I'd fill them, but I don't. In fact, I don't really have anything to drink, but we'll kind of find stuff on our way. I'm not going to worry about really going nuts. I'm not going to get that group invitation. Very common for people to send out group invitations, and that's fine. They just want to start groups so they can go do bunker runs and stuff like that, and I just have to decline it while I'm recording because obviously I'm on a mission to do something else. I'm on a mission to do some quests. So as we're coming down here, we'll stop by the depot. We'll kind of take a quick run through the depot. Yeah, we'll just try to get to the quest spot as fast as we can. Kill those 2 civilians so we can grab up that stuff. And we'll be down in this town area, which isn't bad for looting. Since I've got this backpack on, maybe it would make sense for me to do a little bit of looting on my own while I'm down there. I could record it while I'm doing it. Or I could just do it. It doesn't really matter. But I should grab some stuff if I can. Because I don't come down to this area too often, but it really is a good spot for gear. It's also a very good location for vehicles. This is actually one of the big portions of the map where vehicles spawn because it's actually not very heavily visited for whatever reason. People just don't come down here that often. You can get pretty geared up in the other portions of the map, and then the bunker is the best place to get weapons and military gear, so sometimes people just don't come down here. Now, I was hoping to take a run through the depot because sometimes you can get some good stuff in there, weapons and such, but looks like it's not really available for us to do that now. Eventually, this this green mist here, the radiation, it'll pass up and move on, and you'll be able to enter that area. I believe wells that and this is from what I'm getting from what other people are saying, but if you put on your radiation gear and you go inside there, wherever that radiation spawns, better weapons and gear spawn. I don't know how true that is. It's just what I've heard, and that's what kind of is circulating around right now, which makes sense because what would be the point of really going into those areas and risking it and, you know, taking your hazmat gear out and risking it, which obviously if you die with, that really sucks. There'd be no point in like even doing the risk or bothering with it if there was no kind of reward to go with taking that risk. So I can understand how people may believe that, and I don't know whether or not that's true. You guys can confirm or deny down in the comments below on whether you know that's true or if you agree and you think that's true. I mean, in my mind, it makes sense because risk versus reward, but like I said, I haven't put on a hazmat suit, gone in enough of those areas to really clarify whether or not it's the truth. Obviously, the one where you do the quest where you have to kill that bear, you know, you do get some pretty good gear in there, so that would maybe be what gives people the indication that it's always like that, or maybe not. Obviously, down here, there's also a few areas like that, as you can see. Oh, a cylinder for an RPK. What were the chances? 75 rounds in it, too, and that's actually going to work. Well, the rounds are, anyways. If we unloaded them, they're 7.62 rounds, so they'll work with... Oh, interesting. They'll work with the AKM we've got now. Now, I've never done this quest, obviously. This is one of the newer quests. With that being said, I don't really know what the best way to approach this is. So I'm just going to kind of approach it heading towards that truck. I figure by the time I get to that truck, I'll be about 100 meters out, which will put me at a pretty good range to take these guys out. And the truck should make good cover. I'm a little more than that. I'm 120. That truck right there will put me at 100, though. By 100 meters, I should be able to start seeing some stuff. Yep, I've got both of them right there. All right. Quickly grab that up. I definitely don't want to just run in on these guys, but I've got to find a good way to do this. This is obviously a school. I just want to see if there's another good way. There's really no good cover. This vehicle is like the only good cover, and it's quite the shot to make. Other than that, there literally is no good cover. I wonder if I can get them to come towards me. If we take some shots at them and manage to hit them, they'll come this way. Let's see if we can pull some shots off. It's a far distance. If I had a sniper rifle, it'd be a little bit different. These guys, obviously, being NPCs, are going to be a lot more accurate than I am. Because they just are. Naturally. I hit him. Maybe not more accurate. I'm actually more accurate than he is. But I'm taking my time. Damn it. This has proven to be the best way to do this. Just wait till they run out of ammo, maybe. I don't know if they can. One down. The other one's way off to the side there. Obviously, he's going to be the harder one to hit. Because he's in those bushes. Alright, we're going to have to move in on this guy. There's just no other way I can really get shots on him. He's right there. I'm hoping that I'm going to find some cover up here. This tree's proving to be pretty useful. Got him. There we go. See, that wasn't too bad. We had to kind of play it safe, you know. We had to shoot from pretty far distance, but other than that... that wasn't that bad at all. They weren't as accurate as I thought they would be, so I'm pretty happy to hear that. Let's go ahead and do a reload real quick. We didn't even get hit once, actually, so... Good. This is a really good way to get weapons, by the way. There's another AKM. Actually, a really good way to get weapons and gear. A military helmet black. That's cool. I haven't seen a black military helmet yet. That right there is worth a lot, too, I believe. It's just a black jacket, but 25% protection. It's actually worth a decent amount. So we'll take everything we can obviously take. Everything we can't take, we'll just leave. Another AKM would be nice. Yep, perfect. Like I said, very common weapon, so not bad to use it if you want to. All right, we'll head off inside here. This looks like just a good place to loot. Oh, we've looted this before. Yep, I know exactly where we are. We'll take whatever we can. Obviously, travel backpack not as valuable as the hunting bag. We've got some 9x19 and a Makarov, you know, we'll just leave that. If we find like a gun or something, we'll start debating what we're going to drop. Not enough space for that. Well, I've got to eat anyway, so let's do this. There we go. We got the documents. Let's just do a little bit more searching around. Make sure we're not missing any really good stuff. Which it definitely doesn't look like we are. I'm seeing little bits of ammo everywhere, but I'm not going to worry about picking all that up. A lot of it's 9x19 and I'll never really use it. Like, I'll never use that ammo. I mean, yeah, I use the Makarov every now and again, but mainly just to kill, like, wolves and such. Alright. Let's head back and turn our quest in. That'll give us, pretty much all we got, I think, was credits for that. We're not really getting much. But that'll continue on with the quest line here. And that green radiation still hanging out there. May even run into somebody on the way back. Who knows? It's not too far off, actually, really. It's pretty... That distance is actually pretty close. So yeah, shooting from those guys from far away actually worked out very well. It was a little tricky having to kind of get my cursor on there, but I'm not, as far as I know, I don't think there's any way to hold your breath and steady with it. I'm not even sure if the sniper does it. I know with the small arms fire, the weapon I'm using now, I don't think it does it at all. But either way, we were still able to line everything up and get a few good shots off. So it worked nonetheless. And the AI wasn't as accurate as I had actually thought they were going to be, which helped out. But who knows, it could have been bad too. What the hell was that? I hear a bear. I just don't know where he is, but I definitely hear a bear. Come on. Oh, I'm all freaked out now. I'm all freaked out now because I don't know where the bear is. I just know I heard him. It's the last thing I want is a bear to freaking come out of nowhere and kill me. I'll be so upset. I don't know. I heard him. Oh, Jesus, there's a wolf. Just take him out. Nice. Just easier to take them out usually than go around them if you can. That's what I keep the Makarov now for. I find Makarovs are pretty much useless. I mean, you can kill people with them, obviously, but you know, they're fairly useless, very inaccurate, very small range. I've now made a decision to carry Makarov simply to be, you know, animal killers. So, you know, 2 clips of a Makarov will put a bear down, as you see there. You know, 5 or 6 rounds will put a wolf down. So they're just useful to have. If I don't want to spend 7.62 or any other of my, you know, more important rounds, then I can just switch over to the Makarov real quick and fire away. Yeah, 9x9 19 ammo is very, very common. The Makarov's a common pistol. It's very cheap on the market. The magazines and everything. It's just, I have so many Makarovs and so many magazines from just doing quests and everything that they're really, to me, just doesn't, it seems like the best weapon to kind of carry around for things like that. What do we got here? I don't think I've ever seen this tent before. Probably nothing. I guessed it. There's nothing. Maybe it spawns something sometimes. Either way, we're almost there. So when we turn this quest in, we'll see what the next quest sort of has for us. And I think that's where we're going to cut it off. We'll see kind of what's next for the story. But that's what we'll end up spending the next episode doing is the next line of quests. Like I said, there's 6 of them in total. So we technically just did the first one plus the very first quest we started out with, killing those 3 civilians. That was an older quest. That was the last quest of the older quest line. So this one we just did is the first quest of the new quest line. So we've got 5 more left to do. And I figure at the rate they're going, depending on how far they are and what they involved. We'll probably get, 2 or so an episode, maybe 3. Try to get them knocked out of the way, and then we'll try doing a few other things. Come here, buddy. I've got the quest you wanted, or the papers. So give me what you found. What is this What are these ripped up pieces of paper? Drop your gear and weapons every 12 hours starting at midnight and going until your community stops. No, drop points, quadrants A3, A9. Our little town sure has gotten lively. Someone must be feeding the civilians under the table. Well. Too bad there's nothing but these bits left. I'd like to know what is said. You go take a stroll and I'll get a new job together for you since you're so smart and all. Okay, not really sure. Nice, so he's got another one already, we can see. Okay, smart guy, you've got to find a tower near the rail station. There's an antenna at the top. I need you to fix it. The damn thing's busted, and now my direction finder isn't working. Take some tools and a decent gun and chuck everything else out of your backpack. You're walking around like a pregnant cow. It's gross. Walk softly, do everything quickly, and don't make a lot of noise. Just wait for nightfall. A working antenna is worth more than your head. We can't let the civilians find out about it. I'll pay you well. So we'll just accept that. I'm not really sure what the hell's going on. Somebody's shooting off a shotgun. But that's what we're doing next time, fixing an antenna. We can take a look where it is real quick. All the way down here. Alright, sounds good. So we're going to cut it off here for this one. That's one of the new quests, at least in the game. For looters, plenty more to come. So stay tuned and be ready. I do hope that you guys have enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to seeing you next time.